do I have any buyer's remorse spending $799 freaking bucks on the Apple Watch Ultra? I'm gonna be honest, kinda, sorta. Let's talk about it. What's up, y'all? Tight Shirt Terry Warfield back for another video. Hey, I hope you're having a great day so far. Remember to be thankful for your life today because you didn't have to have that on with the meat and potatoes. Let's talk about it. Apple Watch Ultra. I've made it no secret in the last two videos that I wasn't even gonna buy this watch because I already have an Apple Watch Series 7. Midnight works fine, but after using this thing for a week, I have some serious, and I mean serious, opinions about the Apple Watch Ultra. I'm sorry, my camera nerds. I know I'm on this Apple Watch Ultra wave, but we'll get back to the camera stuff soon. Right now, all about the Ultra. So let me say this. I know that a lot of this stuff is strictly opinion. Like, we're gonna have differences of opinion, and that's okay. Adults, grown people, we can have differences of opinion without having to fight each other and name calling, calling each other dumb. So don't come in these comments talking crazy. I'm just letting you know, or I will Smith you, okay? I have some serious opinions about the Apple Watch Ultra. In short, I love it. I don't know if I want to keep it. I'm just being totally transparent. And let me say this first. I love, I just said this, but I need to emphasize this. I love the Apple Watch Ultra. It is everything, and I mean everything I've ever wanted in an Apple Watch. Now, is it a perfect watch? No. Are there other fitness smartwatches out there that might be able to do stuff better? Sure, but I'm trapped in the Apple ecosystem, so it's only Apple Watches as an option for me. Now, I keep saying I got a Series 7 right here, 45 millimeter. Although this thing works great, I never loved it. I mean, I guess I love it for what it could do, but that's every Apple Watch. But as a watch in itself, there's nothing special about the Apple Watch Series 7 or Series 8 45 millimeter. The only thing I can say about this watch is I appreciate the bigger display, but let's be real. It is ugly. Apple Watches are ugly. And for somebody who loves watches, and I know this isn't everybody, but for somebody who loves watches, the Apple Watch Ultra is the first Apple Watch that I've actually really developed a love for how it looks. Now, some of you will argue, oh, it's a piece of tech, it's not jewelry. No, it is freaking jewelry. It is still a watch. And for watch snobs, one thing that watch snobs really like is a device that makes a statement, or a watch that makes a statement, that looks good on your wrist, that makes you feel good. And the Apple Watch Ultra, although I wear all gold jewelry, even with it being silver titanium, I still love the way it looks. I love how premium it looks. I love how premium it feels. I love the big face. I know not everybody is into big face watches, but your boy loves big face watches. It really has a masculinity about it that I really, really love about it. And this is the first Apple Watch, considering it still is an Apple Watch. Would I like to see Apple come out with a circular design? Yes. Do I think Apple could have come out with some better colors for this? Absolutely. But for what it is an extremely sexy watch, at least for me. I can't speak for y'all. For me, it is. So a big thing for me with the Apple Watch Ultra is aesthetics. If I'm paying $799 for a freaking watch, it better look good and it better make me feel good, which the Apple Watch Ultra does do that. So I want to tell you about the things that I love that I've experienced over the last few days about the Apple Watch Ultra. First of all, I want to talk about display, because it's right here, it's in your face, it's huge, and I really love that. I don't like watches, I kind of said that earlier, I don't like watches that have small screens, especially not one that I need to touch and interact with. I'm getting hot. That's how passionate I am about this. I don't like smaller screens on my wrist because it's already a challenge with it being on your wrist and it being small. So for this to have a way bigger face that is not curved, and I say that again, that is not curved, is huge for me. I do not like the curved design on Apple Watches. They are boring and ugly. They all look the same. The display on the Apple Watch Ultra is fantastic. It's fantastic because you have so much more real estate to do things like messaging. Let me show y'all on camera how much doper it is to message on the Apple Watch Ultra. Let me go to a conversation that's not crazy, okay? So let's go to, I don't know, a guy I just met yesterday named Trey. Let's say I wanted to message Trey. It is so easy to like swipe on this watch. Yo, what up? Easy. I could not do the same thing with my Apple Watch Series 7, and this bad boy is 45 millimeters. So for me, the extra freaking screen real estate is huge because it gives me so much more room to see stuff, to do stuff, and I really like that, especially while I'm using it in the gym. When I did my battery test, which we'll talk about that in a minute, that video is up there. But one thing I said in that video is how much I love the extra space when it comes to the screen. Also, I love how bright the screen is. When you go outside, there's no situation that I've been in where I couldn't see the display. I think it goes up to like 2,000 nits or something. It's freaking bright, okay? So I have no complaints with the screen. I love how it is flush. I love how it is flat. It gives it a real premium look that other Apple Watches just don't have. So first thing for me is the screen. The second thing, y'all, is battery life. And my battery test that I did, I'll put it up there. It's a full day in the life of a dad, full battery test, right? But it lasts, no exaggeration, 54 hours. And I understand other watches have done that, but no other Apple Watch has done that. So the fact that I don't have to worry about this battery is huge for me. I know some people with Apple Watches be like, oh man, just charge it at night. Okay, that's fair. But one thing I love about the Ultra is I just ain't got to freaking worry about it. I can fall asleep with the comfort of knowing when I wake up in the morning, even if I wake up at 30%, I still can last another 24 hours as long as I'm not doing nothing outside the box with it, which I should probably throw that in there now. Although you may not have seen my other two videos, I'm just a normal dad, okay? I don't do nothing crazy. I'm not jumping off of cliffs. I ain't swimming with sharks. I ain't base jumping. I'm not doing anything outside of the typical nerd stuff when it comes to the Apple Watch. So for me, having that peace of mind when it comes to battery life is absolutely amazing. This thing is easily a 2 to 3 day battery, even under heavy use. So that's another big dub for the Apple Watch. The other thing I really like about this, and it kind of ties back into looks, is the durability. Now, do I have any scratches or anything on my Series 7 and I go to the gym, do all types of stuff? No. But I like this even more because I know it's made out of an even more durable material. I know that the screen is even more durable. And for me, it gives me peace of mind to have a much stronger watch that I ain't got to worry about, oh crap, I dinged it up against the refrigerator and now it's messed up. So that to me is really clutch. The next thing, and I'm being honest, it ain't too much I don't like about this watch. I should have said that at the beginning, but there's not. But the speaker quality is amazing. I've taken several calls on this. I've never had an issue with people saying they couldn't hear me. The speakers are plenty loud on this one, way louder than they are on the Series 7. I haven't tested the Series 8, but the speakers, the call quality are absolutely clutch on the Apple Watch Ultra. Now, if we flip it on the side, you got the action button. Now, for me, the action button has been clutch because although the Apple Watch will kind of like start workouts for you automatically, I like being able to go to the gym, pressing just that workout, and it's already right there. It was already running for some reason, but let me end it and I'm going to show you again. So I have this programmed to, as soon as I press it, it launches a strength conditioning workout track. And I love that. And the good thing about this, especially for weightlifters, is if you are, let's say you get done with chest and you want to move on to biceps, if you hit that again, it will actually mark that segment for you. And that's game changing in itself. But again, I really like the action button. You can customize it. I can't wait to see the other stuff Apple allows to be customized to it. So it's like, I'm gonna be honest, it's hard not to like the Apple Watch. I could go on for days. Like, I'm gonna be honest, there's nothing I really don't like about it. Oh, no. I did find something. I don't like the freaking bands that come with the Apple Watch Ultra. They are all ugly to me. I don't like the orange one. I don't like the green one. So I went and got a regular old gray UAG band, and I love the way this looks on the Apple Watch Ultra. So aside from, I guess, maybe the lack of faces and lack of band choices that I like, it's hard for me to find anything wrong with the Apple Watch Ultra. It is the Apple Watch I've been wanting all this time. So Terry, if that is the freaking case, you got all these amazing things to say about it. Oh, there's not really much that you don't like about it. Why do you have buyer's remorse? Well, here's where we might disagree, okay? And I'm sweaty. Listen, $799 is a lot of money. I don't care what way you cut it. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care how much money you don't have. $799 is a lot of money, especially for a watch, right? Now, I know some of you have paid this sum for other Apple Watches to get them in like the ceramic or whatever. And for y'all, paying for a watch that didn't have all this stuff, but that's the same price, but now gives you all of these extra features and benefits, That's perfect for y'all. But what about us that weren't willing to spend $799 on a watch, period? That's where the challenge comes for me. So some of y'all are going to say, oh, Terry, I've been on your channel. You buy $2,000 cameras, $3,000 cameras, $4,000 cameras, $3,000 lenses. Why are you complaining about $799 for a freaking watch? Okay. When I look at spending money, and it's hard for me to spend money, bro, and sis, like it's hard for me to spend large amounts of money. When I look at spending money, I always say, is this gonna make me money, right? So it's easy for me to buy a Sony FX3 because I know I'm gonna make my $4,000 back, period. With an Apple Watch, I'm not gonna make any money back. The only thing that this can offer me is user experience. And for some people, that's worth it. The 800 bucks is worth it. It's kind of worth it to me, especially over something like the Apple Watch Series 7. It's only 300 bucks more. It's only and it's giving me so many more benefits. And it's the Apple Watch I always wanted. My problem is 799 bucks for a watch is very, very pricey and very, very expensive for me. And although I love the features, everything that this thing has to offer, the benefits, the battery life, the speakers, the display, all of the extra stuff I didn't even talk about, like the crash detection and going scuba diving and it automatically knowing, like all of that crazy stuff that I'm probably never going to use. I appreciate it, but I'm never going to use it. Fundamentally, this doesn't give me anything more than this does. Right? And I already have this. So my problem is, do I really want to spend another 300 bucks just to get these extra benefits? That extra 300 bucks for some people will be worth it. For me right now, it is hard figuring out if it's worth it or not. My issue is now that I've had the Ultra, I've experienced the Ultra, I don't want to go without the Ultra. And going back to this, I don't know if I could do it. I'm just being honest. Going back to a standard old Apple Watch, I don't even want to put this thing back on after using an Apple Watch Ultra. So, like I said, fundamentally, it doesn't do anything extra that I already don't have. So, to be honest, I'm torn. I'm torn because I love the watch. I'm torn about the price. And I guess my other thing is, I know next year when Apple comes out with the next Apple Watch Ultra, blah, 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 revolutionary new colors, blah, 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 that essentially renders this one quote unquote obsolete, even though it'll still be way more capable for years. And for me with a watch, it is hard for me to grasp that, right? Because I got other nice watches. They don't depreciate like that. Next year, there's not a new version out that has a faster chip and more RAM and a better screen that renders the previous version obsolete. Some of you argue that's the nature of tech and smartwatches. I get it, but it's still 800 bucks. So my verdict right now is, do I have buyer's remorse? Kinda. I don't know if I'm keeping it. I want to keep it. It is very expensive. Some of you might argue, hey man, just live a little bit. Just spend the money. Spend it on what makes you happy. And this Apple Watch Ultra makes me happy. I cannot stop looking at it. I can't stop toying around with it. It brings me joy every time I lift my wrist up and I get to look at this big old screen. I love it. I'm just struggling. So I guess the next video will probably be letting you know if I actually kept it or if I actually returned it. But that is my 1 week later with the Apple Watch Ultra, and curious to know what you think, because I know this video was all over the place because I don't script videos. I'm just going off the top of the head. So hope you liked it. Until next time, I'm gonna get out of here. So peace and chicken grease tight shirt to your Warfield. I'm out. Peace.